the COP16 Biodiversity Summit that runs through November 1st is kicking off here in Cali. And the Colombian government, as host, is really pushing for this summit to be the most inclusive in its history. Officials from the United Nations say this event will have the highest attendance since these conferences began in 1994. The Colombian government says more than 15,000 people are expected to take part, coming from more than 190 countries. What's the goal of this summit? For countries to take action to protect the world's flora and fauna. Experts say we are at a critical point where the extinction of species could begin to accelerate at an alarming rate. The culprits are the planet's climate crisis, deforestation, and pollution. For many citizens, these types of messages generate a lot of fear and a sense of helplessness. We ask ourselves what can be done to change or stop these threats against nature. COP16 this year hopes to involve many more sectors of society in discussions, such as indigenous groups and other communities that live in biodiversity hotspots. Now, officials and experts hope this will bring about more engagement, which could translate into action. The last summit was held in Canada 2 years ago, and world leaders back then signed a pact called the Kunming-Montreal Agreement to address biodiversity loss and the restoration of ecosystems. Yet the vast majority of the 196 parties who signed that pact have yet to follow through with concrete action plans. So organizers here will be looking for those details to come out. Colombia's President Gustavo Petro attended Sunday's opening ceremony, as did a delegation from China, led by the country's environment minister. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres addressed the gathering by video link. Beyond opening remarks by these high-level officials, attendees also took in artistic presentations meant to stir deeper consciousness of the human relationship with and dependence on the natural world. There is a lot of expectation on how every sector of society can participate in conserving our planet's wildlife and plant species, but also on what governments have been doing to be more, as the COP16 slogan says, at peace with nature. Michelle Vega, CGTN, Cali, Colombia.